Well, I know that we have members of Let'sGoHelp.com that feel overwhelmed, mainly because I send out emails, almost every other hour sometimes, and so they get confused with all that. But ignore that. I mean, that's just like uh, candy, and just distraction, and to get people interested in doing things. But if you really want to get a grant, there's only two things you have to do, and you can boil it down to these two. One, ask a question. Okay. In other words, you can't figure out all this. I've been doing this for 48 years and I still can't figure it all out. And I'm trying to make it as easy as possible. And that's why I feel Let's Go Help is the best place, because you get to ask me and other people questions. That's how you cut through all this stuff and get rid of that other stuff. That's just eye candy. Okay. So to really get in there and apply for something, number one, ask a question. So we have two platforms, Let's Go Help 2 and the Facebook. Now, on Let's Go Help 2, see on the left hand side over here, it says, ask your question here. And you go there and you just ask a question. You put it right up here. Let's go. Where the hell is the money? Whatever. And that's all you have to do. And then the staff again will show you the best sources to contact. And then you start contacting them. That's it. That's all you have to do. Forget everything else. If you want to get a government grant, they're the only things to do. We show you, and that's what's so good about us versus Google. If you go to Google, you're going to get 15 billion websites. What we show you are the websites in your area that give out money for your problem, okay, or whatever you're trying to do. And so you have all that, but then you have to start contacting them. So you take that list and contact them and ask them, hey, I want to do this. Can you help me? And they'll say yes, no, or maybe. Okay. If they say no or maybe, then you ask them where else. So it's simple. Ask us a question. We give you the sources. You take the sources. You have to follow up, because most of this is going to take more. We'll take a phone call or two, and it's not just plug in the names and whatever to apply. No, because it's a little more complicated out there. And you have to make sure you're at the right place. And the only way you do that is by talking to people who give out the money. Don't talk to us. Don't talk to anybody on the internet or anything like that. The people who really know the answer are the people who give out the money. Yeah, and you could talk to them. These are government employees. They're and you're a public, right? So you have the right to do it, to talk, and they'll, if you, as long as you're nice, they'll help you. And that's what the members who get a lot are the ones. I got to fight the cold. The ones who do that. So you ask us the questions, we send you a list, you check it twice, and you start talking to those people on the list to see if you're near yes, no, or maybe. Okay. Now you have other options too. If you don't like Let's Go Help Too, we have Facebook. Now I answer a lot of those on Facebook, and you go over there, and it's the same price. When you belong to one, you get both. You have access to both things. So don't worry, you can ask there. And if you get a shitty answer over at Let's Go Help Too, ask it again here. And at Let's Go Help Too, if you don't get a good answer, you ask again. You keep asking. So that's all you have to do. You can ignore everything else I send you, everything else that's on the internet. And that's the only way to win on this thing. Okay. The other thing too is, don't forget, we have grants. We have 4 grants now that we give out every month. We give out, oh, I see. It should be about $70,000, and one is for, you could use anything, and that's on the 4th. And we have the deadline is in a day or two for the 4th. We're giving out $60,000. Next month it'll be only $40,000 because we're putting some of that money on home repair grants. So it's $60,000, then $15,000 for car repair, and that's on the 15th of the month. And then on free laptops on the 30th of the month, and on home repairs on the 20th of the month. Now we should turn that around, right? Okay. So remember to do that. Apply to our grants. And also, up here on the left hand side, you want to go to the workshops. free workshops. These are live workshops, and you can see the videos of them if you can't make it live. But 2 nights a week, we have free live workshops. And then I also pop up and will answer questions, but I don't have a regular schedule for that. I'm too unreliable. So I'll pop up and ask you your questions personally. So it's easy. You tell us what you need money for because that's it. I mean, you want to buy a house, you want to go to school, you want anything that you have to have a subject area because otherwise you're going to get a million websites and you don't want that. And also locally. So you want to get a subject area, give us your subject, and we'll prepare something that will show you the offices where you live that help with that topic. So if you have bills and debt and think, okay, here are the offices to call to get help. So it really turns out simple, but because there's so much junk here, it's easy to get overwhelmed. And also get a copy of what we call the Let's Go Meta report. This is it's like 50 pages or so of sources by topic. So here, in other words, here, first download 500 mini grant reports. See, for your state, what we've done, we found 500 programs in every state that you could apply for. And what's neat about this report, it's by subject. So if you have debt, okay, these are the people. If you need a job, these are the people. If you have a business, these are the people. If you have health care, these are the people. If you need pet care, these are the people. You need housing, these are the people in your state. So that's a wonderful thing. And then, here's the process for getting out of debt and using these programs to get out of debt. So it takes you step by step. You need utilities, okay? That's right here. 60 programs to get grants to help you pay for utilities. So we see these are our top questions we get. So we got the answers right here. Everything you need. Okay, 2 ways to learn how to get nonprofits to do the free research for you. Start a business. These are the sources. So you want that. So there's it. The 2-step is you ask us a question, we send you the answers, the sources. You follow up on the sources and try to call as many people as you can because that's the key. Okay. And apply to our grants. Man, we got grants. They're not as big as the government, but we're true. And we give these out every month, $75,000. So let us help you too. That's how to do the little 2-step, the grant 2-step. Okay. Just 2 steps. Don't get it complicated. I know I make it complicated because I throw so much stuff at you. Ignore it. I got ex-wives who really do that well. So just ignore it and get on with asking us a question and follow up and talking to the people who can help you. Okay. Now, everybody may or may not help you, but that's what the process you have to go through. Sort of like getting a job. Okay. These are the people that are going to hire. They may hire you, they may not. You have to go and ask if they're going to hire you. If not, you go to the next one. See, it's easy. Yeah, we all make it hard. I make it hard too. So bear with me. It's out there, like $22,000 every year to every family. That's how much is given out. Wow.